ABML Morning Update. Support-based buying, little help for intense broad-based selling. Global markets. Stock futures on Monday night pointed to a downbeat session on Wall Street as President Donald Trump intensifies his rhetoric on Greenland, threatening to impose new tariffs on countries opposing the sale of the Danish territory to the US. Dow futures indicated a decline of 378 points at Tuesday's open. S&P futures were set for a 0.9% drop, while Nasdaq 100 futures were poised to lose around 1.1%. Markets are reacting to renewed trade tensions after Trump announced escalating tariffs on US imports from 8 NATO countries, starting at 10% on February 1st and rising to 25% by June 1st, unless a deal on Greenland is reached. A move European leaders called unacceptable. Monday night marks the first time US investors are able to fully react to the trade escalation as markets were closed for the Martin Luther King holiday. The Trump administration's tariffs face legal scrutiny, with the Supreme Court possibly ruling as soon as next week, though Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says it is unlikely the court will overturn the president's signature economic policy. European markets were rattled by renewed uncertainty tied to President Donald Trump's push for US control of Greenland and latest tariffs. The broad Stocks Europe 600 index fell 1.3%, with shares of automakers and luxury goods companies dropping. Domestic market. Indian equity indices ended on a negative note on January 19th. At close, the Sensex was down 0.39% at 83,246 and the Nifty was down 0.42% at 25,586. GIFT Nifty trades higher by 45 points at 25,612, signaling a flattish start to the trading session. The IMF has raised India's FY26 growth forecast by 70 basis points to 7.3% and FY27 by 20 basis points to 6.4%, citing strong domestic demand, private consumption, and ongoing structural reforms. The upgrade reflects resilient services activity, rising public capital expenditure, and improving rural incomes. Estimates are broadly in line with projections from the RBI, World Bank, and NSO, reinforcing India's position as the fastest growing major economy. The IMF noted that India remains relatively well placed to withstand global headwinds such as trade uncertainty and slowing external demand. Focus for the day: UK unemployment rate, ITC Hotels Q3 FY26 results, Cyient DLM Q3 FY26 results, key corporate developments/policy actions. BHEL delivered a strong Q3 FY26 turnaround, with revenue rising to 8,473 crore rupees, up 16.4% YOY, and EBITDA at 772 crore rupees, up 83.8% YOY, and PAT at 382 crore rupees, up 205.6% YOY, and a strong order book of over 2.22 lakh crore rupees. Tata Capital reported a strong Q3 FY26 performance, with consolidated net profit rising 16.9% YOY to 1,256.9 crore rupees and NII excluding motor finance up 26% YOY to 2,936 crore rupees. Growth was driven by broad-based business momentum, with AUM expanding 26% year-over-year to 2.34 lakh crore rupees, while asset quality remained stable despite one-time labor code expenses. Havells India reported a healthy Q3 FY26 performance, with revenue rising 14.3% YOY to 5,588 crore rupees and EBITDA growing 21.4% YOY, leading to margin expansion to 9.4%. Profitability remained steady, with PAT increasing 8.1% YOY to 301 crore rupees despite exceptional losses and a sequential dip. Amber Enterprises India has been allotted 100 acres by YEIDA for a new manufacturing facility near Jewar Airport, while its group entity Ascent K Circuit has received 16 acres for a separate unit. The combined investment for both projects is 6,785 crore rupees. Funflow FII sold shares worth 32.01 billion rupees, while DII bought for 40.07 billion rupees.
Investment in securities markets are subjected to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.